Nick Kyrgios and Rafael Nadal are meeting for a ninth time in Thursday's Indian Wells quarter-final. The Spaniard is undefeated so far this year, starting the season 18-0 with 3 titles including the Australian Open, while the 26-year-old has a newfound sense of positivity on court which has carried him to the last 8 without dropping a set. There will likely be no love lost between the two after their previous feuds, which have seen Kyrgios hit Nadal with a ball at Wimbledon and the latter call the Aussie disrespectful. Nadal holds a 5-3 win-loss record over Kyrgios, but there has often been a sense of animosity between the pair in their matches. Even in their first match, when a plucky 19-year-old ranked at world number 144 stunned Nadal on Wimbledon's centre court to knock him out in the round of 16, Kyrgios said he was motivated to defeat his opponent because of his mother's comments. "I saw an interview with her saying Nadal was too good, so that made me a bit angry and that helped," he explained. During the current World No. 132's win over Nadal in Acapulco 3 years ago, he underarm served multiple times to capitalize on the Spaniard's positioning far behind the baseline and saved match points en route to a 3-set victory, complaining about the length of Nadal's pre-service routine throughout the match. The world number 4 and his uncle Tony were later critical of Kyrgios, igniting what was the latest chapter of their feud. "He lacks respect for the crowd, his opponent and towards himself. I don't think he's a bad guy, but he lacks a little respect for the public and the rival," Nadal said after the match, also hailing Kyrgios as someone that could be a world number 1 and Grand Slam champion. But his former coach and uncle Tony took things a step further as he slammed the 6-time title winner for being uneducated, as he said, "Rafa is totally right. He, Kyrgios, lacks education and smartness. He should be fighting for the top rankings and instead, he is number 40. He does not look like a bad guy, but he has been disrespectful too many times to get back on track." Kyrgios appeared on the No Challenges Remaining podcast later in 2019 and hit back at both Rafael and Tony Nadal. "He's my polar opposite and he's super salty," he said of the 21-time Grand Slam champion. "When he wins, it's fine, he will credit the opponent. But as soon as I beat him, he has no respect for me, my fans or the game, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not a good look." And then Uncle Tony comes out and says he lacks education. "Bro, I did 12 years at school, you idiot. I'm very educated. I understand you're upset that I beat your family. We do things very differently." Their rivalry was further escalated at Wimbledon in 2019 when Kyrgios fired a forehand at the 35-year-old during their second-round clash, as Nadal narrowly avoided being hit by sticking his racket in the way. The former world number 13 later admitted he was purposely trying to hit Nadal, as he said, "Why would I apologize? I won the point. I was going for him. I wanted to hit him. The dude has got how many slams, how much money in the bank account. I think he can take a ball to the chest." Nadal was critical of Kyrgios' actions again, slamming him for the dangerous move after winning 6-3, 3-6, 7-6, 5-7, 6-3. "It is not dangerous for me, it is dangerous for a line referee, dangerous for a crowd. When you hit the ball like this, you don't know where the ball goes. I know he's a big talented player, but I am a professional player too. I know when you hit this kind of ball, the ball can go anywhere," he said. The pair have played once since then at the 2020 Australian Open, with Nadal winning in an almost identical 6-3, 3-6, 7-6, 6-7, 6-4 scoreline. It was one of their rare encounters with little on-court drama, and the former world number 1 was full of praise for his opponent afterwards, saying, "It's clear, of course, that when he does stuff that in my opinion is not good, I don't like. When he plays good tennis and he shows passion for this game, he is a positive player for our tour, and I want my tour bigger, not smaller. So the players who make the tour bigger are important for the tour. When he's ready to play his best tennis and play with passion, is one of these guys." And the Spaniard seems to have gotten his wish, as Kyrgios has a new lease of life, opening up on his new mindset ahead of Indian Wells last week. One day I looked in the mirror and said that this isn't the type of person that I'm trying to be. And now I'm a completely different person. I'm comfortable in my own skin, I'm not trying to please anyone. I'm not trying to be anyone else, he said of some of his past on-court antics. Nadal is well aware of Kyrgios' strong form so far this season, which saw him win the Australian Open men's doubles title with Thanasi Kokkinakis while the Spaniard was off winning the singles. He's playing great. He's one of the toughest opponents on tour, the fourth seed said ahead of their clash. Everybody knows how good he is when he's motivated. Probably tomorrow, he will be. It will be a good test for me, a good challenge. But I'm just excited to be in the quarterfinals. I'm going to try to be ready for it.